Hey guys, welcome to day 2. I'm really excited that you guys are here today. We are focusing all on upper body today, and we're going to kind of address it in some unique ways. So I'm excited for you to do this with me. Let's go ahead, get on your mat and get moving here. So to start off, we're going to be starting with a seated spine stretch. And I want you guys to just have your legs about hip distance apart for me. You can flex your feet, so kind of push out through your heels. One thing to note, sometimes this can be a really hard position for people to hold. Just sitting up straight can feel like a lot of work. So if you feel like your spine wants to go here to keep your legs straight, then go ahead and bend your knees and sit up as tall as you can for me. That's always better than having straight legs and a bent back. Okay, so spine is really where it's at. Sitting up really tall, I want you to feel just kind of energy reaching all the way up from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Reach the arms forward. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and draw your belly in and upward and round through the back. You're trying to make like an uppercase letter C here. So we're rounding through that spine. Inhale, rebuild it tall. And exhale. As you dive forward, imagine my hand is around your waist and I'm pulling you back as you reach in opposition. And inhale, rebuild. So this is not necessarily about how far we can get, but about how much roundness and flexion we can get in our backs. Let's do one more. Inhale, rebuild like you're sitting up against a wall. And then exhale, draw the belly in, reaching forward. Take an inhale, rebuild that spine tall, lifting through the crown of the head. Good. And go ahead and bend the knees here. I'm going to scooch forward just a bit. Bend the knees, bring the knees together, feet flat on the floor, sit up nice and tall. Turn your palms to face each other. On your exhale, I want you to begin to tuck your tailbone underneath you and roll back in towards your pelvis. And then inhale, bring it all the way up, sit up tall, reach the arms up. And exhale, scoop, really rounding through that low spine. And then inhale, bring it up tall. Exhale, scoop, rounding back, and inhale to bring it all the way up. So just because we're focusing on upper body doesn't mean that we get to avoid the core. Pilates is always about the core. So we're going to get a little bit of the ab work here and lift tall. But it's also really about our backs, right? A lot of people refer to the core and they think abs. But your core is actually 360 degrees all the way around. So that includes your sides and your back. We've got 2 more. Scooping that belly. Inhale to lift. On this one, I want you to roll back and hold it for me. So roll back. Find that nice deep scoop. You're thinking about tucking your tail between your legs. So really tuck that pelvis in. Take a breath. And on your exhale, I want you to rotate towards me. Opening that arm. And inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, we go the opposite direction. And inhale, finding center. Exhale. Now here's the trick. I want you to be able to do these rotations without moving your knees or your hips. So the whole pelvis stays still while we rotate through the upper body. And it's a lot easier said than done because it's very easy to want to shift in our knees and our hips here. So I want you to really draw that belly in deep, rotate, and back. Exhale for that twist. Inhale, find center. Let's do 2 more sets. Exhale for that twist. Inhale to center. If it starts to feel really intense or if you feel anything in your low back, come up a little bit higher and do your twist up here. Last time, exhale, find center, pause, take an inhale, and exhale, bring it all the way up, pressing those arms up. Good. Take your legs nice and long here. So they go straight out. We zip the inner thighs together and we flex the feet. So you're pulling those toes back. Again, if your hamstrings feel really tight, softly bend your knees. We're gonna reach the arms out, palms face each other, shoulders roll down and back, spine is tall. You're right up on those sit bones. On the inhale, I want you to lean back from your hip joint. So we're not rounding this time. We're gonna go straight back. We inhale, Hinge it back, staying really tall through that spine from head to tail. And then exhale, press the arms up, get taller. Inhale, hinging back, keeping that length of the back. Exhale to come all the way up. Inhale, we go back. Imagine you're leaning against a lawn chair or something, right? No problem. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale to reach. And exhale. Really get taller on the way up. So there's work on both sides here. And that's kind of the nature of Pilates. There's work on both sides. There's not really a rest or a break in the movement. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Pull that chest forward. 1 more time. Inhale, hinge it back. Exhale, bring it up. Pause for a moment. Regroup. Take an inhale, reach it straight back, and I want you to hold here. Now find a position that you can actually hold. If it feels like you're buckling, come up a little bit higher and keep that back nice and long. On your inhale, float just your right arm up and hold it for 5 seconds. 4, keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and switch the arms. Hold. Think about your chest. Instead of rounding or sinking in, it's pulling forward and up. And pause, both arms coming out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, get a little taller through that spine, both arms going up, and hold it for 5, 3, 2, sit all the way up, and give me a quick round forward. Shake it out, roll yourself up, perfect. And I want you to go ahead and come over onto your side. Either one's fine, you get to pick. So we're coming down here, and I want you to prop yourself up on one forearm. So here I'm on my right side, propping up on the right forearm. The opposite hand, my left hand, is going to go in front of my chest. And what I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in, really find length in your body, from your toes all the way up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, pull the belly in and up, and gently press into this forward hand. Good. Now from there, I want you to test it, right? We're going to see if we can keep all of our weight in this supporting hand. So I want you to press into it without rolling forward. Just press into it. Feel your waistline tighten up to keep lifting your chest. And then see if you can float that bottom elbow out and tap it in. How'd you do? Let's try it again. You'll feel this waistline tighten up as this arm goes away from you. So gently pressing into that forward hand. Exhale, pull the belly in, float the arm, and bring it back. Let's go for 6 more. And back. Perfectly fine if this arm doesn't want to leave. That's okay. You could just stay here and really think about pressing into that mat. We've got 3, I think. 2. On this one, hold it. See if you could extend that arm, turn your palm up, and bring the arm up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Good job. Hug those knees in, and we're going to the other side. So I definitely felt my waist on that, which is really good. It's really normal. You want to feel your waistline working. Again, that's part of our core, part of our center, and we want it to be nice and strong. We want it to be equally strong, not one over the other. All right. So we set up here. Right hand is in front of my chest this time because I'm on my left. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, gently press into it, test it out first, draw those abs in and up, squeeze the inner thighs, and see if you can pop that elbow up and bring it back. Good job. Let's go 6 more. Pull the belly in and tap it down. And tap. And in. Again, if the arm doesn't want to leave, keep it here, but really think about squeezing into that waistline and pressing into the forward arm. 2 more, I think. On this one, we get to hold. Hold it. Extend that arm, reach it up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep breathing and bring it down. Good job. Hope you felt that waist kind of cinch up on you really quick there. You're going to roll over onto your tummy. Good. And from here, we're going to go into what I call a swan tricep press, okay? In Pilates, swan is our back extension, and you'll see that throughout this challenge. But I want you to go ahead, come all the way down, forehead to the mat. Bring your hands in nice and close to your rib cage. So they're not under our shoulders, so they're back quite a ways. If your wrists bother you at all, make a fist for a wrist, and that'll take care of it. Reach your legs really long, and turn on your glutes and your hamstrings, so squeeze the backs of those legs. Your pelvis stays heavy into the mat here. On your inhale, I want you to take a breath in and reach long through the spine, lifting the head and chest. Pause there. Now, this is going to be our starting point and our finishing point with just our bodies extended to a hover over our mat. Now the weight transfers to the hands. We press into the hands, bring it up just a couple inches. The height doesn't matter, but the press does. So really squeeze your elbows into your ribs and press into the heels of your hands. Bring it back to your start. Exhale, we press and lower. And down. I really want you to think about the backs of your arms, your triceps here, and really pressing into that palm. Legs stay strong, and your belly's active, which means it's lifting, right? It's pulling in and up this whole time so that we don't get into our low backs. If you feel your low back at all here, I want you to stay a little bit lower. Your press might be a little bit lower down here. That doesn't mean you're cheating yourself on the work. You can still get a ton of work here. Squeeze those elbows into your t-shirt. 5 and 4. How's it feeling? 3 and 2. One more. I want you to hold it at your highest. Draw the belly in, hold. Squeeze those elbows into your side, press into your palms, get longer through your spine, draw that belly in, reach long through the legs, hold it for 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, 1, take it down. Ah, nice little burn there. Press it all the way back, give yourself a quick stretch. Good, and then take a seat on your mat here. So I'm gonna sit sideways so you can see what's happening, but you can sit however you want. I'm gonna sit crisscross because that's what's comfortable for me, but absolutely sit however is comfortable for you, legs straight, whatever works. You can even put a little pillow under your hips and sit up higher, and it'll get you out of those hip flexors a little bit if they're talking to you. So from here, I want you to think about sitting up really tall, and then go ahead and hinge your whole body forward. So we're finding this long line from our tail through the crown of our head, drawing the ribs in for support, drawing that belly in nice and deep. From there, I want you to sweep the arms up by the ears and really think length through the arm, but keeping the shoulder on your back, right? So this is what I don't want to see, right? No neck. Allow those shoulders to slide down your back. Feel that your neck is long, and feel your lats. That's that muscle that wraps underneath our armpit and into our backs. Feel that muscle kind of turn on. I tell people, squeeze your armpit. It's a weird cue, but it totally works. So think about squeezing that armpit. You're gonna take a breath in here, lower the arms down in front of you, and on your exhale, press your thumbs back. Inhale and press back. So we're really thinking about the upper back. We're thinking about all these supportive, stabilizing muscles here through the trunk of our body. So as the arms press, we want to keep the whole center of our body pretty stable, pretty still. Every time my arms go back, I exhale and feel the sensation of my ribs wrapping in nice and tight to stabilize me. We've got 5 and 4. Stay nice and tall through that spine. And 2. One more, press back and hold it here. Pulse your thumbs back, back. Think about still reaching really long through that arm. Keep the ribs pulling in and length through that tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. We've got 8, 7. Relax the shoulders down your back. Don't let them creep up. Always so much to think about. 3, 2, hold it, and open those arms wide to the side. You're gonna inhale, bring the arms back towards center. On the exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other to open and bring it back. and back. So I want you to think about in between your shoulder blades, you're trying to like crack a nut back there, right? It's holiday time. We can think about nutcrackers. Squeeze those shoulder blades. We've got 8. Stay long and tall. 7. 6. Thinking about the movement in our backs, not in our hands. Last 3 here. Squeeze. 2. Keep those ribs pulling in nice and tight as the arms go back. Hold this one. Pause. Squeeze those shoulder blades back, back. Little tiny pulses with those shoulder blades. Think about pinching those shoulder blades toward each other. You're almost there. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Hands to your mat, round through that upper back, let your head roll in. Good, and inhale, lengthen the spine nice and long. Gently roll the head, so bring the chin towards the chest, roll the ear to one shoulder, come back through center, roll to the opposite side, back through center, lengthen out through the neck, take an inhale, and one more time, exhale, round into that upper back, pulling the belly in and up. Let the head roll in. It's important to release the neck. Press into your palms to really spread your shoulder blades wide. And inhale, lengthen it out. Sitting up nice and tall, and you guys are set for day 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I cannot wait to hear how you're feeling and how you're enjoying these classes. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Have a good one. Bye-bye.